Dobro jutro, Divine Pisces, 222. It is Sunday, December 1st, 2019. Do a quick energy check-in for the Twin Flames before I get on the road this morning. Yay, it's December, guys. So, I thought this was really fun. So I actually, my mom decided to take us all to Dollywood for Thanksgiving, for the Thanksgiving holiday. Super pretty here, by the way, because they got all the Christmas decorations up and everything. And I was riding one of the roller coasters. I think it was a Wild Eagle or whatever. It was really funny. I was standing in line, and everybody got strapped in and everything. And then I heard the announcer say, "I'll see you guys here in 2 minutes and 22 seconds." And I was like, "Really?" I thought it was funny. All right. Anyway, okay. So first card out we've got is complicated. So I do feel a lot of twins are feeling this today, that their situation is complicated, karmic situation, connection, whatever you're facing right now. It feels very complicated. Yes, it does. But keep in mind, it's only as complicated as you make it. It's all in the mind, right? So if you feel like you can't get out of your situation, if you feel like you're stuck in your situation, ask the universe for a sign. Ask your spirit team to help you find a way out. Manifest your way out, okay? It's not as difficult as it seems, honestly. It's just an illusion, okay? You're keeping yourself stuck, right? It's all in the mind. I do also feel some heart chakras still closed off today, okay? So I may want to do some heart chakra clearings, okay? A lot of twins still up in their heads right now, probably about whatever this is. Whatever this is a lot of twins are very deep in thought here, okay? Trying to figure out what to do, trying to figure out how to move forward, how to get out of the situation, how to move forward in the journey, that sort of thing, all right? I also feel that, Divine Feminine... Divine Feminine is trying to release expectations here, but I still feel a sense of overthinking. Being a little bit more in the ego than in intuition right now. Okay, so I might want to balance that out, Divine Feminine. All right, Divine Masculine, also overthinking, absolutely. So this is definitely across the board. Again, I do feel a lot of twins feeling like they're going to be shunned, like they can't really speak their truth. They're not comfortable enough in their truth to be confident enough to talk to others around them about it. They do feel like they're going to be ousted from maybe their community, their family, what have you. Okay, I mean, there's a lot of inner child wounds with this. Okay, the sense of belonging, the sense of rejection, abandonment, coming in very, very heavily here recently, okay? And I do feel a lot of chaos coming because of this. There's so many foundations that still need to be broken down, so I do feel towers are probably imminent, especially for Divine Masculine, unless he moves, takes it into his own hands to move, instead of staying stuck, because like I said before, the universe, if it doesn't see you doing the work, it will do it technically not for you, but it will try to push you to make those decisions, usually by way of towers, triggers, things just falling down around you. You ever have like those, maybe have like a week or two where you feel like nothing's going right. Everything is just going wrong around you. Everything's falling away, like friends are falling away, people are angry with you, maybe like you hit like some sort of plateau at your job, you're not getting along, whatever. This is the universe's way of breaking something down. There's something that universe is trying to show you, trying to get you to realize when a lot, like, if you feel like you're hitting cluster towers, cluster triggers, that sort of thing, that's what this is. This is coming, okay? So if you haven't made changes, the universe is going to come in and kind of push you along, okay? I also feel a lot of Divine Feminines will be pushed a little bit further in their mission. I do feel an inspiration coming possibly with this tower, but also some triggers, obviously. If you're feeling triggered, if you're feeling angry, frustrated, that sort of thing, balance that out. There's no reason to feel that way, okay? And I know sometimes when we're in this energy here, when, you know, the chaos happens and you feel triggered and you feel like nothing's going your way, it's kind of hard not to be frustrated. Just take a deep breath, go within, you know, balance that energy out. Everything's going to be fine, okay? Just open yourself up to the answers. Like, the universe is trying to show you something. Keep your eyes open. Keep your heart open, okay? To the messages that are coming through, because there's messages coming through, okay? All right, let's take a look at Divine Masculine. Wow, and here we go again. Guys, this is like, I think, the third time this card has come out in the last couple of days. So yeah, again, you know, the sense of belonging that we were talking about, right? Here, community. It's complicated. You're overthinking, right? Societal expectations, family expectations, inner child stuff that's been drilled into them since they were kids, you know, that sort of thing. A lot of them are just surrounded by this, and they're absolutely terrified to lose this, even though they shouldn't be. You know, it's all, again, it's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. Divine Masculine's overcomplicating things, right? Divine Feminine does it too, so there's no judgment here. But I do feel this is still holding a lot of Divine Masculines back. But I will say, it looks like I said, you know, that there are some cycles absolutely coming to an end, okay? And again, you know, these decisions have been up in the air for quite a while. Divine Masculine's been working towards this, believe it or not, behind the scenes. You know, of course, Divine Feminine doesn't see a lot of what happens behind the scenes. But, you know, these decisions have been in the works for a while, okay, for Divine Masculine. So, definitely ending of cycles coming. Possibly obviously with karmic situations, but also with the twins themselves, the cycles with the twins. So if there's been a repetitive cycle you've had with your Divine Masculine, it's coming to an end. And keep in mind, these aren't just current life cycles, these are past life cycles too. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Just make sure that you're keeping yourself as grounded as possible. Now, I do feel that some karmic relationships are coming to an end. If the karmic situation is a job, there may be a job that maybe they're switching jobs, or, you know, something of that nature. If it's family, maybe they're moving out of their mom's basement, whatever it is, you know, these cycles are ending. And Divine Masculine's finally making a choice. He's making a choice in love, okay? Now, if there's a third party here, you know, it could be an ending of the third party. It could be, honestly, they could be trying to work it out with their karmic, you know, it won't work, but they could be trying. So just keep that in mind, but try to keep yourself grounded no matter what happens, okay? But Divine Masculine is really starting to understand here how important this connection is, and not even just for, like, the connection itself, but for, you know, waking him up to the fact that he's not happy where he's at, and that he can change himself, he can change his situation. You know, regardless if he decides to, like, move forward with the actual connection, he's being woken up to the fact that he can change his situation, right? He's not happy. He knows he's not happy where he's at. He doesn't like feeling stuck. He doesn't like feeling codependent. He doesn't like any of it. And so what's happening? They're opening up themselves to the journey, right? That spiritual knowledge is opening up. Third eye's opening up. They're getting downloads. They're following the signs. They're following the nudges, okay? Now, if it takes a tower or two, it takes a tower or two. But, you know, they're doing it. They're moving along in the journey, okay? And they're accepting the journey. A lot of them are accepting the journey for what it is and kind of going with the flow. And they're like, all right. I've had so many towers. I've had so many things go wrong with me since, you know, whatever the catalyst moment was, you know. And they're like, you know, all of this stuff's starting to make sense. You know what? I'm just going to see what happens. You know, maybe they're, yeah, I feel like some of them maybe actually have moved out. Some of them have moved out of their karmic situation, like physically moved out of their karmic situation, whatever that may be. See, pack their bags, right? They're ready to go. 10, cycles ending. Okay. But a lot of them are still afraid of this. They're still afraid of this. It's like they're ready to do this, but there's money issues. Maybe their money's funny, and they're not really quite sure, and this is another 10, okay? 3 plus 7. Maybe their money's funny, and they're not sure how to manifest it. But I do feel that they're at least, things are clicking for them, guys. Things are clicking for them, okay? Now, Divine Feminine, you know, you've been working on your abundance. You've been working on manifesting your way, right? So as you do that, and trust me, Divine Masculine's watching you. Even if it's not in the 3D, he's watching you in the 5D. Okay? So you're showing him the way, all right, out of this. He doesn't want this anymore. He does not want it anymore. Okay? Yep. Now, some of them, I will say this, some of them who, they maybe their karmic situation is actually a job. Some of them may have actually left their job. And they're in despair about it because it may lead to this and they're really scared. Okay? Maybe some of them, you know, got fired or they left. You know, this may be their tower moment. Maybe they got fired because this job that they've been in has been incredibly toxic. And they weren't taking the steps to leave, so the universe said, you know what? We're going to do it for you. But now they're kind of left out. They're kind of left out, you know, in the cold, or so they feel. But I do feel that, you know, things will change for that. So if that's the case with your Divine Masculine, you know, don't worry about them. They'll be okay. Okay? Universe will provide. Universe always provides. All right, let's take a look at Divine Feminine. Whoop. Oh, wow. This is at the bottom of the deck, guys. 6 of Cups. Yep, look at that. So much mirroring, guys. It's crazy. It's like there's more and more mirroring as this journey goes. It's like, it's ridiculous. Yep, Divine Feminine. Done being stuck to. Done being stuck. Taking that blindfold off. She's been feeling the heat for a while. You know what? And there's this open space right here. And she's like, you know what? No more. I'm done. And if you look on the hands here, you know, you've got the third eye, the circle with the dot in the middle. It's the third eye. So using that intuition, not worrying about ego, but using that intuition to move forward. Letting it guide her. Right? Away from whatever this is. This could be the karmic situation, your own stubbornness. Right? Okay? So, Divine Feminine, also moving forward. Cycles are ending for Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine coming into more of an emotional intelligence at this point. Instead of feeling really emotional about her decision, she's using her intellect. Not ego. There's a difference, okay? Intellect and ego are two different things, okay? So, that being said, you know, Divine Feminine is still a little bit in her head about the choice she's trying to make, okay? Now, she is a little bit in ego, I do feel. But I do feel that she's also trying to balance that out, okay? And trying to be rational about the situation and rational about the decision that she's trying to make while still at the same time letting the universe guide her, okay? That's where the emotional intelligence comes in. That's where the balance is. Where you're balancing out your feelings or your emotions with practicality. Does that make sense? Okay? So still going with the flow, right? But not feeling as resentful about the things that she's leaving behind. Why? Because it's necessary. It's necessary. Okay? You can only hold 2 cups at one time. The rest of the stuff needs to fall away. The rest of the stuff needs to be purged away. Okay? There's no need to feel sorry. You still have 2 cups. And that's the point anyway. Inner union, right? Filling your own cup and coming together in union with your cup. The rest of the stuff doesn't matter. So purge it, release it, let it go. Right? And that's what Divine Feminine's doing. Right? She's feeling victorious. She's feeling lucky. Luck is on her side. She's got spirit on her side. She's got her spirit team with her. She doesn't feel alone. Right? She's feeling good. She's feeling passionate. She's ready to go. She's ready to move. She's like, you know what? I overcame all of these triggers. It's time to move on. Let's go. Bring on the next one. Bring it on, right? Because the illusions are gone. The illusions are shattered. I know that I hold the key to my own happiness. There is no illusion left as far as that's concerned. Now, there may be some foundations that still need to be broken down, okay? But Divine Feminine knows this. She has no illusions about, you know, the things that are needing to fall away, okay? So she accepts the towers as they come, right? And she just moves on. She accepts the darkness as it comes and purges and moves on. So Divine Feminine seeing through the BS. Divine Feminine seeing through the BS. Now, this is not just with karmic situation. This is not just with herself. You know, sometimes we BS ourselves, right? That's where ego kind of comes in. So wow, I'm sorry. Seeing past her own BS, right? But also seeing past other people's BS, including divine masculines, okay? Hold on. Queen of Cups. Divine partnership. It should be this way. Divine partnership. Okay? Boom. Alright, so Divine Feminine, yes. Divine Feminine no longer sitting there just taking everybody's BS. She's guarding her cup. She's filled it and she's guarding it. She's like, nobody can take from my cup unless I say so. See, she's got 1 foot in her emotions, 1 foot in her intellect. Boom. Emotional intellect. Okay? And there she is sitting pretty. She's like, I've got my crap together. I've got my crap together. I've made my choice. I'm done. I'm ready to move forward. Yep. So Divine Feminine in a very powerful energy today. Still a little emotional, but really, really trying to find that inner balance. And I do feel a lot of Divine Feminines are... I feel like the next maybe month or two, a lot of Divine Feminines are going to be just in a completely different place than where they were at the beginning of the year. I guarantee you. And whenever your journey started, you know, if you look at your progression on your journey, I guarantee you're going to look and see you are much farther along than you thought you were. Okay? So, all right, so let's go ahead and get messages. I went ahead and pulled these to make it not so long. Yep. See? That community expectations. Boom. A lot of regret still. Yep. I feel you all the time. Absolutely. Keep your vibe high, guys. Yep. They need it. They need the vibe to be high. It's going to help them move forward. It's going to help banish that fear, okay? A lot of sexual energy still coming in. Man, just gonna put these back. Yep. Yep. They're transforming right now, guys. Believe it or not. A lot of them like to play dumb. Divine Feminine does it too, so I mean. I want to be your friend. I want to be more than your friend. Yep. A lot of them do feel like you're leaving them behind, they're losing you, and they don't want that. That's why they keep you at a friend level. So at least you're around. And boom. Forgiveness is needed. Forgiveness is needed. Forgiveness is needed. Forgive and release, guys. Forgive and release. Alright. Let's get some messages and advice from the universe, and then we will end it there. Ooh. Well, alrighty then. Yeah. Yep. You're being divinely guided and protected right now, guys. So if you need to reach out, if you're not really quite sure what to do, okay, Divine Feminine or Divine Masculine, if you're at a precipice and you're really not quite sure if you should jump, I say jump. But that's just me. Universe will catch you. But, you know, consult your inner guidance. Okay? If it's for your highest good, your inner guidance will let you know. Okay? But most of you have kind of gotten to the point where you already consult your higher guidance anyway. Okay? And so you're moving forward accordingly, and that's great. But don't forget that you also have your twin's higher guidance. Okay? You can also appeal to your twin's higher self. You know that, right? So if you have questions about your twin, if you maybe, you know, feel like your twin's going through something, they're not talking to you in the 3D, consult their higher selves. I do it all the time. Okay? I get a lot of information that way. All right. So I'm still feeling a lot of heart chakras closed off right now. So I would recommend heart chakra and third eye work. Okay? Because some divine masculines, though they are kind of coming into that inner knowing and the third eye's opening up and everything like that, they're not fully there. Okay? So divine feminine, you know, again, you can do that for your divine masculine, okay? A lot of divine masculines are being called into mission. They're starting to discover their life's purpose, and that's really, really good. And divine feminine, if you have not, do it, okay? The divine has given you talents for a reason, all right? They want you to use them. Use them, okay? And trust me, once you get into mission, once you start doing stuff, once you start like seeing results, like with that, you'd be surprised at how quickly things will turn around for you. And I'm not even just talking about the connection. I'm just talking about you. You'll feel better. Your vibe will be higher. You're going to be helping people. Like it's just so fulfilling. So don't be afraid of mission, guys. Okay? And some of you, you have spirit guides that you haven't met yet. Okay? And I know this is true for me. I actually have 4 guides. I've only met 2. I haven't met the others yet. Now, sometimes your guides will come to you when you step into a certain part of your mission. Okay, so they won't come to you until then. But you can always reach out and see if you can meet them, okay? And they'll come to you little bit by little bit. Sometimes you'll see them in dreams. Sometimes you'll see them, you know, or sometimes you just get a feeling of them, you know, and they'll make their presence known little bit by little bit, okay? But keep in mind, yes, bring love into the situation no matter what happens, no matter what happens with the connection, no matter what happens in your karmic situation, you know, even if you're in a toxic situation, you know, don't hate your karmic. Don't hate your counterpart's karmic, guys. Remember, and I love this because Kayla, Wicked Virgo, says this all the time, and it's true. And I've heard this said before. Everybody is a karmic to someone. You're a karmic to someone. Don't judge the karmic. Don't be angry with the karmic. Okay? Alright? I mean, there's no reason for that. Love the karmic. Believe it or not, the karmic is your friend, not your enemy. Okay? Alright guys, I hope this has resonated. If it has, please like, share, subscribe, and I'm probably going to try to go, I have to drive home today, and it's about a 4-hour drive, but I'm going to try to go live later on tonight, if not tonight, tomorrow night, to finish up those $5 mini reads, okay? Alright guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.